Hello, welcome to Monday Mindset. I'm Erin Hart. I am a registered nurse health coach and I empower women to get off of the dieting roller coaster and lose weight for the last time with a sugar and flour free lifestyle. With this healthy and sustainable form of weight loss, I was able to lose 125 pounds myself and maintain a healthy weight and maintenance for over a year and a half. So I went from being morbidly obese, depressed, and powerless against my cravings to feeling energetic and healthy and confident. And you can absolutely achieve your health goals too. My journey has not been a straight line to success. I definitely understand the struggle of food addiction, and I experience food addiction. So I'm going through recovery myself, and I've had a lot of bumps in the road, but I've been able to make so much progress and to find peace by focusing on mastering my mindset, developing a winning strategy, and consistently executing my plan with a mindset of unstoppability. So I'm just so passionate about helping people to overcome the all or nothing mentality and to focus on progress, not perfection, so that you can achieve your health goals and change your relationship with food without all of the shame and the guilt. So today for Monday Mindset, I want to talk to you about willpower. Willpower, it plays a really important role in weight loss, but mistakenly, a lot of us think that we need willpower to be successful. While this is partially true, we really need to make ourselves take uncomfortable action. Like it is true in the sense that we do need to make ourselves take uncomfortable action every day. But what will really help us is to think about willpower in a little bit different way. I don't know about you, but in the past, when I've approached weight loss goals and programs, I really just has kind of all been willpower. I've just tried to rely on willpower to be successful. But there are three approaches to willpower that I really think will help you with your with your goal of weight loss. To be successful at weight loss, we need to first eliminate the things that are depleting your willpower. We need to find ways to replenish your willpower. And then thirdly, to establish habits that bypass the need for willpower. So scientifically, it's been proven, and they've done a lot of studies, that we actually have a measurable, limited amount of willpower that is available to us each day. It is a limited resource. There are things that replenish our willpower, and there are things that deplete our willpower throughout the day. So think of the things in your life that drain you, like checking your email or dealing with difficult people. If you have kids or you're a caregiver, that can be draining, even when we love them so much. There are a lot of things in your life that require time, energy, and attention. And I think that those, and while those things can be willpower depleting, they're not bad things. Like this is just part of the human experience, and we need to learn to deal with those. But now there are also things that replenish our willpower. So some of the things that come to mind for me that like fill me up and leave me feeling stronger and more motivated and in a state of peace are like prayer and scripture study, like meditation, podcasts, restorative exercises like yoga or walking, being outside in the sunshine or in nature, taking a nap, like getting enough sleep at night, connecting with friends. So those are all examples that of things that replenish our willpower. And since willpower is a limited resource, we need to establish habits that will help us to replenish our willpower. If you have a goal of losing weight, this is probably not your first attempt. And you know like how much willpower it takes to stay on your plan. So it does we do need to protect our willpower and and eliminate anything in our lives that depletes us when possible. You know, that we can't eliminate all of the things that deplete us. Like, I don't want to get rid of my kids, but there are ways for us to simplify our lives and let go of the things that maybe are taking too much time and energy right now. So the Year of You, which is the name of my 12-month program, it's a time to simplify your life and to focus your time and energy on your health goals. Sometimes that means saying no to the things that you want to do. Like, this is not the year to become the PTA president. I don't really know anyone that actually wants to do that, but you know what I mean. Like, if you are serious about losing weight and achieving your health goals, you need to prioritize your life and decide what is the most important thing for you right now. I really love an object lesson that I saw as a kid in church, you know, about prioritizing our time. You know, the teacher brought in a glass jar with a bag of rocks, like a bag of larger rocks, a bag of smaller rocks, gravel, and sand. And they asked if we thought that everything could fit in the glass jar. And it seemed like it couldn't, right? So the teacher poured in the sand first, and then the gravel, and then the smaller rocks. And then there really was no room for the large rocks. So the teacher took everything out and asked us how we could get it all to fit. And we learned that when you put the large rocks in first, and then the smaller rocks, and then the gravel and the sand at the end, you know, it filters down and then everything can fit into the glass jar. So it's a great metaphor for life and weight loss that we really do need to reprioritize our lives. And sometimes, like, maybe the metaphor is not perfect. Sometimes we got to get rid of some of those rocks, right? Like some of the things that just cannot fit in our lives right now. We have a limited amount of time and energy. So to be able to create the life that we want and to become the people that we want to become, we have to learn to prioritize our time and our energy and learn to say no to the things that just don't fit right now. So what are those things in your life that are the most important for you? Just think about that for a second. And what we need to learn to do is to schedule those first. And may I suggest that prioritizing your self-care and the things that replenish your willpower, those need to be in the big rock category. You need to schedule those in first in your life. We cannot draw from an empty well. Trying to make healthy choices in a willpower depleted state is just a recipe for failure. So I encourage you to find ways to say no in your life so that you can say yes to the things that are really the most important for you right now. So what is draining your time and energy? What is depleting your willpower that is not an absolute necessity in your life right now? We say no so that we can say yes. We say no to those things so that we can say yes to the things that are the most important and the things that we're focusing on, which in the Year of You, we're focusing on this year of prioritizing your health. This is your year to lose weight for the last time so that you can go on and live the rest of your life without feeling the constant just dizziness of the roller coaster ride of weight loss, right? We don't have to live on the dieting roller coaster our whole lives. We can lose weight successfully transition into maintenance, and it opens up our minds and our time and energy to really do all of the other things we really want to do. But for this year, it does require focus to be able to successfully and sustainably lose weight. So, the other question I have for you is so not just what is depleting you, but what is it that fills you up, that makes you feel motivated and excited? What are the habits that could replenish your willpower? So we want to do more of those things that replenish our willpower and less of the unnecessary ones that deplete us. And this can take some self-reflection. I think journaling is a great exercise here. So this is a really great time for us to reprioritize our lives and decide what can fit into your life right now and what can't. Maybe you have some relationships that are codependent, that need some, that we need to, deal with that. But if you are in my year review program, the weekly focus page in the PDF workbook is a really great tool that you can use to prioritize your time each week and to decide what is my priority, what is it I want to do, but I might not have time to do, might need to say no to, and what are the things I really just need to say no to this week. So now the third part of willpower that I want to talk to you about today is thinking about how to find ways to actually just bypass the need for willpower in your weight loss program. You need to protect your willpower so that you can stick to your meal plan. And sometimes when we are feeling depleted and unbalanced, it is really hard for us to make good food choices. So how can we protect our program when we're in a depleted and unbalanced state, which sometimes is just the human condition and reality, right? So not only do we want to find ways to eliminate the things that are depleting our willpower and find ways to replenish our willpower, but how can we actually just bypass the need for willpower in our weight loss programs so that we can stick to our plan even when we don't feel like it and don't have the energy to make a good choice? So the answer is really to create habits and routines that help us to bypass the need for willpower so that we can stick to our plan without it requiring any willpower. We want to create automation in our programs so that it requires very little mental energy. And this is where losing weight can go from feeling so hard and requiring so much effort to stick to your plan to actually feeling easy and effortless. And it seems impossible, I know, because I've gone through the dieting roller coaster my whole life, but I did experience this. And during the weight loss phase, as I lost 125 pounds, I was so surprised at how relatively easy it felt. And it was because I created habits and routines that bypassed the need for willpower. So some of these habits can include writing down your food plan the night before, committing it to someone, and then eating exactly what you wrote down. I really do attribute almost all my success in the weight loss phase to that one habit. Another way to bypass the need for willpower is to actually prepare your food the night before. Or earlier in the week, so that the day of you don't have to cook or figure out what to eat. When I was a nurse in the hospital, this just saved me. I worked 12 to 15 hour shifts, and it used to be so hard for me. Every time I worked one of those shifts, I just noticed that pattern. It was hard for me to stick to my plan. But when I recognized the pattern of going off plan while I was at work, I decided that on those days, I was going to prepare all 3 meals the night before. So I'd weigh everything out and put them in a little container so that all I had to do when I went to work was eat what I had prepared. I had tried before, preparing lunch and dinner and then coming home like at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and trying to cook dinner. I knew that that didn't work for me. So, preparing all three meals the night before really helped me to bypass the need of willpower on those days. Because I had learned from my past mistakes and experience and recognized the struggle. So this also has really helped me like on weekends or in the summer, right? Like when kids are home from school and it's a different routine and um, you know, and just those times when I find it difficult to stick to my food plan because I definitely have in those circumstances live in a more willpower depleted state than I am during the week. And I found it really helpful to practice this on the weekends and anytime I can recognize a pattern. So if you can do this every day, like preparing and weighing out your food the night before so that you just can eat it the next day, I think that that would really serve you. But if that's not possible for you, consider just trying to recognize the patterns around you going off of your meal plan, and create a plan ahead of time to prep ahead for for a plan ahead prep ahead solution going forward in those situations. So a lot of people tell me that dinner is the hardest time for them, in the evening or at dinner time. So if that is a pattern that you're recognizing every night, consider a plan ahead, prep ahead solution just for dinners. You know, Creating habits around weekly meal planning, grocery shopping, and weekly bulk food prep. That's also been such a huge benefit for me in my life and has helped me to bypass the need for willpower during the week. Just having those automated habits, uh, you know, in our lives around this new healthy lifestyle help us to not have to rely on willpower to stick to our plan. Um, and all of these things we just learn through trial and error. Like, what are the things, when are you going off of your plan? Let's try to learn from that. And what can we do going forward to help you to stay on your plan? We really just can't rely on willpower to lose weight and to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's all about first eliminating the things in our lives that are depleting our willpower as we are able to, the things that are just not a priority right now. Secondly, just creating those habits that will help us to replenish our willpower every day. And then also, thirdly, creating habits and routines that allow us to bypass the need for willpower. So I invite you to journal on these three areas of willpower. What can you say no to right now? What does not fit into your life anymore? Or at least during this year, the year of you, as your main focus is your weight loss. What are the things that will replenish your willpower every day, and how can you start to build those habits in one by one? And then what are the habits and routines that you can implement to start bypassing the need for willpower? Some days you feel strong, some days you feel weak, but every day you can stay on your plan when you have those habits in place to bypass willpower. So, anyway, as they say in The Mandalorian, if you're a fan, this is the way, right? This is the way to peace with your food and your body, freedom from cravings, and sustainable long-term weight loss. I believe in you, and I know that you can do this. Don't give up. If you are part of my Year of You health coaching program, I just am so grateful to have you in here, and it is so much fun. I just have loved it, and I just want to thank you and let you know how much I appreciate you. It's amazing to see all of your progress, and I love how you guys are supporting each other and lifting each other up. And anyway, but if you aren't a part of my Year of You health coaching program, I want to invite you to download my 30 sugar and flour free meal ideas PDF. This is a tool that I think can really help you to bypass the need for willpower around meal planning. And when you sign up for that on the thank you page, there's an option to sign up for a $7 masterclass where I go into depth on the success framework that I teach to my clients. So people that purchase the $7 masterclass, it's a 1 hour video that really just outlines, it's like the shortcut to success. It's everything I learned through my experience losing 125 pounds and what I have really tried to create my program around, to help my clients and how they are able to see such extraordinary results. And so with that video, you also get free bonus recipes to go along with the 30 meal ideas. So I hope it's a helpful tool for you on your journey to better health and to a brighter future. And it's definitely a tool that can help you to bypass willpower during meal planning and meal prep. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.